And now please welcome the judge and the
Hello and welcome to the World Archery Field Championships for 2022, and we are about to start a session of individual medal matches in a recurve archery to be followed by the compound here to conclude this session. Should be a cracking quality of archery coming out of Yankton today, where the temperature is a very pleasant 21 degrees Celsius. It's around 70 Fahrenheit. Beautifully clear skies with just that gentle breeze. So let's get the action underway. And we are going to start it off with the bronze medal recurve women's match. And out comes Jędryska Vanečkova of the Czech Republic, a 33-year-old who's ranked 66 in the world at the moment. And her opponent is going to be Aurélie Autret of France, who is a 21-year-old silver medalist in the mixed teams competition, fourth in the women's team.
World Archery judge Shannon
good archer. So thank you for joining us today. Glenn Lama is my name, and with me is Rio 2016 Olympian for Brazil, Bernardo Oliveira. Great to have you back with us, Bernardo, and this is going to be fun in this session.
Hello, Glenn. Yeah, it's great to be here. Great pleasure. Hello everybody. Hi again. If you joined us earlier today, we had an amazing session with some thrilling matches, and I believe we're going to have nothing short of that just now. We're starting with the women's bronze medal match in the recurve, and very much looking forward to it. Let's go.
Both archers shooting simultaneously.
Absolutely.
20 seconds are on the clock.
Vanečkova getting through to the semi-finals before losing to Chiara Rabagliati of Italy by 2 points, and Bryony Pittman proved too good for Autret in that semi, 57-50. So if you're joining us for this session, field archery, they shoot their arrows at 4 different targets, and we're starting off with one that's 15 meters below them. They're shooting the 2 first targets from this platform. So 15 meters, and the size of the target face is 20 centimeters in diameter, so it's very small. And that inner ring is worth 6 points, and the outer black ring worth 1. And the recurve archers need to adjust to longer distances, different sizes of target faces, all the way through to the end with a complete 3 arrows per end, cumulative score to the end, and they have 2 minutes to shoot their 3 arrows per end. And they don't go alternately, they can go consecutively, which is another dimension to this format of archery. So Vanečkova on the right of screen at the moment, and she's just scored a
2 points
2
for Miss Vanečkova. Total score 8 points on the first end. Ms. Autret has shot 7 points total so far with 1 arrow to go.
A little radar's off there, Bernardo, and Autret now with 1 arrow left can jump out to a handy lead after the first end.
11 seconds remaining on the clock, and
yeah,
4 points on that shot.
She manages to build up a nice lead in this first end. Autret, that to me seems to be more uncomfortable than Vanečkova. Vanečkova definitely flowing better in her shots in this first end, but without much success. And we're seeing here again, Glenn, the trend we saw earlier today, especially for the recurve archers, that when they're shooting downhill, a lot of them avoiding the shots, because it's just so much different to get through the clicker. It's that little piece that goes off and makes a little click, allowing the archer to know that a certain draw length has been reached. And yeah, it is very challenging to shoot like this. Maybe we have a confirmation of the scores already, and Autret with a 2-point lead. That'll definitely give her confidence going to the second end.
And she shot.
Yes, indeed. So low scoring first end for this in this bronze medal match. We're going to have the gold medal match to follow. Then we'll have the 2 men's medal matches in recurve, and then we're going to end with the 4 medal matches in the compound to conclude this session. And we've got some terrific archers coming up.
Miss Vanečkova of Czech Republic.
Really looking forward to seeing how all of these matches unfold today.
We're on to target number 2 now.
So I hope
which
you can
is an
stay with us all the
87-meter
way
base
through.
at 50 meters.
So they move to the other side of the platform to begin end number 2, where they're now shooting from the 50-meter distance. However, the target face is 4 times as big. Vanechkova starting with a 4 with her first arrow.
And a 3 for Miss Autre.
Clearly not happy with that shot. Frances Autret made some adjustments to her sight. She's still struggling to get through that clicker. And let's see what Vanechkova has got.
Jindriska Vanechkova with a 5.
Well, the Czech Republic archer just coming back into it here. Autret is aborting several of these attempts. Doesn't look happy, does she?
She doesn't, and if you stop to think about it, it's like she's shot double the arrows already because she has drawn so many times. And well, it would be really good if she got her rhythm and just flowing a little bit more. Yeah, that's definitely in the right direction. Vanechkova found the gold. Let's see whether she can do it again. And yeah, very challenging conditions. We see the banners moving again. I think as the day advances in Yankton, the wind is picking up, and well, very challenging conditions. Shooting for a match, yeah, very hard to keep the nerves down.
And a 5.
Well, it's a steady improvement from Autret through this set, or through this end rather.
And a 4, so a 1-point lead for the archer.
Vanechkova finishes with a 4. So yes, that breeze just getting up a little bit.
The archer from France, 21 points for the archer.
They can hear those flags fluttering, I suspect, too, Bernardo, which, you know, and they can't really
target number 3 is a
judge it up there, but I guess they've got to put the noise of those flags out of their mind, too.
Yeah, that is just one of the things they have to block away, you know. When you're shooting such a match, you just got to make a bubble around you, and you know you are in a sweet spot. Then all the noise just feels like it's so far, because all these archers, they have shot countless arrows in the gold in practice. So it's just a matter of being able to put it all together when it matters the most here on the big stage, and that is no easy feat. So yeah, there is the crowd and the announcing, and you hear the scores, and yeah, it is an overwhelming environment and not easy to shoot well and just block it all away in these circumstances.
Well, it looks like Autret has got the lead still by just a single point, even though she was outscored 13-12 in that last end.
Outermost 6-5.
Autret still leading by 1 in this bronze medal encounter
for this particular target that is about to be shot.
Autret, remember, going for her second medal of these championships after winning silver in the mixed teams recurve competition.
5 would be a high score. Now we have the 6th ring.
Now we go to target 3, 25 meters away, 40 centimeter diameter on this target face.
3 for Miss Autret.
Feels like this match could go either way. At the moment, it's quite delicately poised.
Autret is still struggling to find her rhythm, and in this target, the biggest challenge is, you know, you can pay attention to the fact that the archers, they have their feet together, and that is because it's unleveled ground. And this is critical for the balance of the body, which is, in its turn, is critical for an accurate shot. So they go from one challenging situation to another. Autret, yet another shot that she does not finalize. And Vanechkova might grow in this match.
5 points for Miss Vanechkova.
Well, Vanechkova is going okay. That's a 5. Autret. Time is ticking here.
For Miss Autret.
Each archer has 1 arrow left in this end. Our pictures tell 1,000 stories, don't they, with Autret at the moment. Well, that's solid scoring there from Vanichkova.
5 points for Miss Autret. And so we've got a total of 35 points on the board currently for Miss Vanichkova of Czech Republic. 34 points on the board for Aurélie Autret.
It's still very close, despite Autret really fighting herself at the moment. Bernardo, she's still in with a chance of winning the bronze.
Quickly coming up to the final
very
target,
much so. Autret seems to be struggling way more than Vanichkova. I think she was quite lucky with her second arrow, because it didn't look very good. It seemed to me that she lost some tension. But, well, she definitely is thinking she was lucky to get a 4 for that, because it could have been much worse. And, well, she's trailing by only 1 point. We're going to the most exciting and most mind-blowing target of this course. And anything can happen. Vanichkova seems to be finding, good momentum, but Autret is somehow very close. So, yeah, everything to play for here.
Women in a match between Italy and Great Britain.
Well, it's a 1-point match for the bronze medal. Vanichkova 35, Autret 34. That's where we're at with this last target. 35 meters away, but it's up in the trees. 60 centimeter diameter on the target face, and I'm sure we'll get that wide shot again at some point during our coverage, which will just show the angle that is required up into the trees. And to make things just that little bit more tricky, they've got sunlight to deal with as well here in the afternoon local time. That's what Autret was just trying to judge there. So last end here, Vanichkova from the Czech Republic leading by 1 over Autret of France.
Bottom of the 4-5, probably a 4, could be a 5. We'll find out. Three points, perfect height, but on the left.
Oh, that first arrow from Autret is going to be critical. We've got it at 39 at the moment, could be 38. We could have a tied match here with 2 arrows left. If we're locked at the even scores, we go to a 1-arrow shoot-off to decide the bronze medal. So this is tense stuff now.
4 points. 3 points.
Oh, Vanichkova, is that first arrow touching the line there? Has it got a gold score? That is could be absolutely critical to determining who has got bronze here. What's not uncertain is that we have 1 arrow left each. Both archers shooting for a bronze medal here. Vanichkova of the Czech Republic.
Finishing with a 4.
She's got another 4. So she looks like she's going to lock in 46. So 6 can win it here for Autret.
6 to win.
Oh, she's got it! Staggering.
Unofficial victory for Aurélie Autret of France. We will wait for the official score to be made.
Wow, she saved her best arrow till last. What a tremendous arrow. No sign really of a 6 in that match at all from Autret until she really needed it. Bernardo, that was extraordinary.
That was extraordinary indeed. And Autret, I'm pretty sure, is going to leave this course feeling like the luckiest woman in the world, because she knows that her shots weren't the best ones, but who cares? It's in the 6. She won the medal, and this happens in archery. So, wow, we could see she was struggling a lot, but regardless, she put it all together. She shot a 6 when it mattered the most, and wow, well done. Vanichkova, she put on a good challenge, but yeah, she was outscored by Autret, who, wow, yeah, great shooting.
Well, depending on that first arrow, but 6 actually took that first arrow out of it, which I touched on a couple of times during the call there. So that 4 star doesn't really matter now. If it is upgraded to a 5, she's actually going to win by 2 points. So, what threat, that was clutch from her. Absolutely brilliant from her. She was fighting lots of problems during that.
And
she found a way to win.
Aurélie Autré of France.
Aurélie Autré of France has got the bronze medal. Hard luck there for Jędryska Vanečková of the Czech Republic, who will have to settle for 4th place. A wonderful win in that bronze medal match for Autré, whose score is now confirmed as a 1-point win. So that 6 was required to win, 47 to 46. We're going to come back with the gold medal match in just a moment.
Please welcome the judge and coaches for our next segment of competition, the Recurve Women's Gold Medal Final here in Yankton. Shooting for the gold medal, please welcome Representative of Italy, Chiara Rebagliati. Shooting for the gold medal, representative of Great Britain, please welcome Bryony Pittman.
So out come the archers for the women's recurve World Championship gold medal match. Chiara Rebagliati of Italy, 25-year-old world number 13, and Bryony Pittman, world number 2 from Great Britain. So we have 2 fantastically ranked archers going for gold here at the World Archery Field Championships for 2022. Rebagliati actually vying to be probably the star, the superstar of these games, having already won 2 gold medals in the women's teams and the mixed recurve. So she is going for a hat-trick of gold medals. Bryony Pittman, though, has really rocketed up the rankings in the last 12 months and is going to be a fierce competitor. So this should be a very good final. Pittman winning her semi over Autré of France by 7 points, 57 to 50, and Rebagliati beating Vanečková of the Czech Republic 59 to 57. So here we go with the first target, 15 meters away. And I tell you what, how about the standard from both of the archers with their first arrows? That was absolutely brilliant.
What a start. What a start. Very beautiful shots. That in the center promises to be a great match.
Wow, we've got another 6 from Rebagliati.
All right, a 6 for...
And another 6 from Pittman. The standard is hot right off the bat here.
For Ms. Rebagliati, who's about to shoot again.
In fact, Rebagliati's second arrow is judged a 5, but still, let's just double check that. Must have been very close, only just missing. Well, Pittman, 3 6s, outstanding.
6 points for Bryony Pittman for a perfect score to start the match.
And Rebagliati has got another 6 as well.
She's 1 point short of her opponent from Great Britain. Bryony Pittman with 18.
Very high level. Bryony Pittman, she was smiling after her third shot. Her release was very stiff, and I'm sure she really enjoyed this kind of a reward of getting a 6 in her last arrow, despite it not being so good. But wow, what a start! What a start! Who's gonna blink first? everyth's at stake. Gold medal, as you pointed out, Glenn. Bryony is having such an amazing year, and Chiara Rebagliati is having such an amazing week already with 2 gold medals. Ooh, this has been an amazing match.
Not a set play situation.
Of course, both represented their countries at the Olympic Games last year too, and have been to World Championships before. Pittman is a bronze medalist at the 2019 World Championships in the teams event. He's been a gold medal winner on the World Cup stage a couple of times this year in individual and teams competitions. So Rebagliati has tasted success on the World Cup in the past as well. Now they go to the 50-meter target, and Rebagliati only just a whisker away from another 6.
Bryony with a 4, so now we have a draw. Five for Chiara.
Well, every arrow has been gold so far from Rebagliati.
6.
Pittman, great comeback there. That's her 4th 6 from just 5 arrows.
That one looked great by Bryony. Nice and smooth. She's back in the gold. She adjusted the sight after her first shot, and she was very precise in doing so. Let's see whether she can repeat that second shot. For sure, she's hoping she can.
Five points.
Pittman just a little high, but still, it's a gold score.
And a 5. So, after the
consistent archery from Rebagliati. Every arrow she has
after the first target
shot has been a gold score still. 4 5s and 2 6s.
To be shot at 25 meters.
So she's going to lock in a score of 32.
There's a side hill element to that target.
And it is going to be Pittman with 33 by my mathematics. Let's see if it pans out that way.
The footing is uneven. The distance to the target in the unmarked portion of the round is unknown. The way the target sits on the ground can change the perception of the vertical aspect of the bow.
So we've got a high standard match unfolding here, Bernardo. In fact, this is touched on at the start. This is what we hoped for. I mean, 2 very exciting and very high-performing archers out there at the moment. Two of the world's best.
No doubt about that. And Chiara Rebagliati, even though she's trailing by 1 point, she hasn't missed the gold yet. And me, myself, when I'm shooting a match, I take a lot of confidence from, just being 100% in the yellow. You don't need to be shooting 6s all the time to win a match. But, not missing the gold is a great step towards victory. And halfway through the match, nothing decided. And now they're going to the this challenging target with unleveled ground. We see Chiara Rebagliati again, like the archers in the previous match, with both feet very near each other. That is not a stable position, but it's as good as you get in these circumstances.
Well, great match. It is confirmed. Pittman leading by 1 point at the moment, 33-32 in the women's recurve final. Hope you're enjoying the match.
Brownie with a 4 out the top.
Oh, Pittman just a little high there. That's surprising. Opens the door for the Italian, who's starting to withdraw on regular occasions now.
And there's a 4-5 liner.
This target is 25 meters away from the archers. Smaller target face, 40 centimeters in diameter. So it looks like an all-4 scorecard at the moment.
6 points on on Ms. Ribagliati's target.
So Ribagliati has kissed the line there for a 6 on the inner ring.
Six points for Bryony Pittman.
She needed that last 6, I reckon. And is that a 4?
3 points for Chiara Ribagliati.
Hard to tell on the sunlight there, Bernardo, but it's a pressure gauge has just been ramped up a little.
Yeah, sometimes it's very tricky for us to know whether it did catch that liner or not. And in such a tight match, every single point, every single liner can matter, can make a lot of difference. And we saw some, by both of them, some shots taking a little bit longer. And that is because they were shooting downhill before. And now that they're shooting on like level ground, the feeling of the shot changes drastically. So we could see that they took a couple of arrows to find their feeling again. But you know, just forget about all that, because now we're gonna shoot uphill, and then the feeling is a whole different story. So this is what field archery is about. Who can adapt the faster. And we have now confirmation of the scores. I believe Bryony leading by 2 points, crucial lead heading to the 4th and final end, and challenging one.
Who is going to win this World Championship today?
Yes, it is 47 to 45. I think we need to re-emphasize that last arrow, that last end from Pittman. That 6 has given her that 2-point lead. Big last arrow that ended up being in that last end for Pittman. So here we go. 3 arrows to decide the gold medal in the women's recurve of the World Archery Field Championships for 2022. Chiara Ribagliati from Italy and Bryony Pittman of Great Britain.
4 points for Chiara. Bryony with a 3, and now we have a draw.
Two arrows left in the contest.
6.
Oh. Ribagliati with the 6. Pittman withdraws. Here's Ribagliati. Oh, she does too. Drama here. Drama. Times 10. So Pittman has 2 arrows left. Ribagliati just 1 in this last end. Ribagliati hits a 6 here.
5.
Oh, it's a 5. That opens the door very slightly for Pittman. 2 6s and she'll win the gold medal, and Pittman's still not happy. Ribagliati sits back here with a 4, 6, and a 5, locking in 61. Pittman needs 2 gold scores here, 1 a 6, 1 a 5, to send this to a shoot-off.
6.
Oh, she's buried a 6. 1 arrow left. A 6 to win, a 5 to send to a shoot-off, anything less, and Ribagliati wins her 3rd gold medal of these championships.
6 to win, and it's a 4.
It's a 4.
Ribagliati.
Can you believe it? It's going to be
5 would have forced a shoot
Chiara Ribagliati, who I think is going to pinch this by a single point. What a win for her.
But in the end, it was Chiara Ribagliati of Italy who prevailed.
And Pittman had the match on her bow right there. Bernardo just couldn't quite do it. You got to feel for her.
It feels awful when that happens. Like, I'm telling you from my experience as an archer. Like, Bryony, she had a mighty mission ahead of her. As you pointed out, she had to shoot a 6 and a 5 to force a shoot-off. She shot a beautiful arrow on the 6, so all she had to do was hit the gold, but in such situations, it feels like the gold just shrinks and it looks so small, and then, wow, she missed it by just a couple of centimeters, hitting the 4. Heartbreak for Great Britain, but all cheers and smiles for Team Italy.
Rabaliati, fantastic effort from her. I mean, that is no mean feat, Bernardo. Gold in the individual, gold in the teams, gold in the mixed recurve as well. She swept all the medals that she has in the category she's entered.
Also a member of the
great shooting, and what was really beautiful to see was that she managed to shoot that 6 on her second arrow. That really it put a lot of pressure on Bryony, and she managed to cope well on her second shot, but then yeah, it was too much for the third one. And wow, great job by Chiara Rebagliati, who has gotten great results in target archery. And now it's time to hear from our world champion.
Chiara, huge congratulations! You did that. How does it feel?
I'm very satisfied and proud of me. This is the last title I always dreamed. So after the World Game title 2 months ago, now I'm really really happy to win this title, and probably the other 2 medal matches of yesterday give me an effort for today. And the field changed a little bit than yesterday, but it's amazing. I'm really happy, and Italy has a strong and solid culture of field, so I'm really happy to be part of this team and of the Italy nation.
It was a very close match. Yeah. And what did you think when you shot your last arrow and Bryony had 2 more and she shot a6 and then she needed a6 to win?
Before the last target I was a little bit in difficult because I don't watch the total of the points, so I continue to shoot, but I realized that the difference was very little, so I tried to shoot the last target really strong, and I wait what Bryony did. So she is stronger, we know, but today was a great day for me. Yeah.
You must have been excited when you knew you would win the championships. You would take another gold, another one, winning against Bryony.
It's always a good match. It's always a strong and power match, because I suppose we are on the top of the field world. So it's always a match in which every time we shoot together we improve a little bit, and the level it's similar, and every time it's cool discover who will be the winner.
Thank you very much, and once again congratulations.
Thank you.
Great effort there from Chiara Rebagliati of Italy. 3 golds at these championships and winning in dramatic circumstances the individual title over Bryony Pittman of Great Britain. We're going to come back with the victory ceremony for the women's recurve in a moment before we get back into the action with the men in the recurve.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony for the recurve women. Medals will be presented by World Archery Secretary General Tom Dillon. Gifts will be presented by South Dakota State Representative Mike Stevens. Bronze medal, representing France, Aurélie Autrec.
Wow, we actually had 2 dramatic matches, didn't we, in the recurve, with Autrec putting a 6 in to win the bronze medal by a single point. The Vanichkova of the Czech Republic. Autrec really fought some insecurities all the way through the match to nail the bronze medal. Great effort.
Representing Great Britain, Bryony Pittman.
Autrec delivered when she needed to. Pittman just couldn't quite do it with her last arrow. 6 would have sealed victory, but in the end of 4, she has to settle for 2nd. But Pittman continues to make big gains in 2022. World number 2 will be back to fight another day, I have no doubt.
Gold medal, representing Italy, Chiara Rebagliati.
These championships are definitely belonging to Chiara Rebagliati. Get her 3rd gold medal. Sweeping teams, mixed competition, and now the individual. Another international, another world title to her impressive resume in field archery.
Ladies and gentlemen,
for the Italian.
Please stand for the national anthem of Italy. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to our athletes. Coming up momentarily,
magnificent achievement there for
men's competition.
Chiara Rebagliati with 3 gold session takes her tally to 5 gold medals in World Archery Field Championships, now with the other 2 coming in 2016. Bryony Pittman getting the silver and the bronze to France's Aurélie Autrec. Stand by, we've got action in the men's recurve coming up in just a moment. We've got more exciting competition for you on the way in the session of the World Archery Field Championships here in Yankton.
Please welcome the judge and our coaches for our recurve men's bronze medal match. Please welcome, representing the United States of America, 2016 World Field Champion, Brady Ellison. Please welcome, representing Great Britain, 2013 World Archery Youth Championship Cadet Champion, Patrick Houston.
Yes, Patrick Houston and Brady Ellison to compete for the bronze medal in the men's recurve of the World Archery Field Championships of 2022. Ellison still the world number one ranked.
Once again, we'll be starting with a
Houston
20-centimeter target,
15
meters.
As high as 14 back in October 2017. Ellison topped the qualifications for this championship with 765. Houston was second, but they were both defeated in the semi-finals. Ellison by Matthew Nofel of the United States, and Florian Unruh proved too good for Houston in that semi. Ellison, of course, has already won 2 bronze medals here. He's going for a third. He won bronze in the men's team and the men's teams, or the mixed teams recurve competition. And he beat Patrick Houston in both those events. So Houston's finished 4th in those 2 events. So let's see what happens here. With Ellison, of course, the 4-time Olympian. Houston's been to 2 Olympic Games. Ellison, a 4-time World Field Champion. So only getting to the bronze medal match here. I say only getting to the bronze medal match today against Houston, who starts brilliantly. Patrick Houston. Should be a great match, Bernardo.
Definitely. We have 2 of the best archers in the world shooting for the bronze medal. Actually, it's kind of a surprise to see both of them shooting for bronze, but it just speaks volumes about the quality of this tournament so far, doesn't it? And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Well, they're both enjoying the first target, which is just 15 meters away. It is below them, though. So Houston with a 1-point lead at the moment, heading into the last arrow.
Okay, Brady
looks like another 5 there from Ellison.
5 asterisk. Pat Houston with 6s so far.
So Houston can take a little advantage, but he doesn't like the feel of that one. The archers have 2 minutes to shoot their 3 arrows per end. And unlike target archery, they don't have to alternate. They can just go whenever they like.
So we unofficially have a draw.
Just to see that one there, Bernardo. More on the 4 than the 5, but doesn't matter, does it? As long as it touches the line, up it goes.
Exactly. We could see Brady Ellison taking a look with his binoculars for quite a long time, trying to figure out whether his 3rd arrow did catch the line or not. And Patrick just taking ages to shoot that 3rd arrow. It's not going to be an easy match for any of them. And yeah, like amazing archery. I'm really enjoying myself. I hope who's joining us today is also enjoying. And yeah, and we have lots to go yet.
Experienced competitors in this entire competition. Brady Ellison.
So 2 starred arrows in that last end to be checked. So that's what the archer's just waiting for now.
Right now, looking at Brady Ellison's official score.
Now Patrick, he's got an unusually long sidearm, or like the side support. It's first time I see something like this. The result of that is that it gives you a very accurate sighting mark, like the sight pin, but it also has a lot of movement. So if he feels comfortable with that, then well, be good for him.
Won the recurve men's team.
We can tell you that Ellison's dropped back to 15 points after that first end.
Bronze medal.
And so Houston, even though he scored a 4 that last arrow, has taken a 1-point lead into this end. Now they go from 50 metres.
And there is a 5. And a 4.
Brady's still proving challenging, I suspect, as we can see. Just
5 for Brady.
Being a little inconsistent at the moment, Bernardo.
Yeah, but something that caught my attention is we can see the shadow coming on and off Patrick's face, and that is something that can make you feel very uncomfortable. But as long as Brady stays in the gold, I think he's going to have great chances until the end.
And Brady not wasting any time. Triple
Well,
five
Ellison's
on
going
the
to
shot.
complete 3 5s again. So 6 5s on the trot here for Brady Ellison. Houston still has 2 arrows.
5 points for Pat Houston.
Oh, gee, that was a hard-earned 5, wasn't it?
It was, and Brady, it's not an issue with the sight. As we can see, he's kind of circling the 6 ring, but it can be quite annoying when you just can't get that, like the last 5% of the shot together to hit a 6. But you just got to keep yourself calm and keep going. And is that a 6? Oh, Patrick, despite that first arrow in the 4, shot really well and might keep his lead.
It's a 5. If it's a 6, Pat will have the lead by 1
and that
point.
I reckon that was a 6. It definitely looked like it's in the inner ring, or at least touched the line. What's the old saying? 99. And if it hits the line, 99% out. Bernardo is 100% in.
Not 100% in. We can see Patrick's representative. He even had to, duck down a little bit to take a look. But the judge didn't even take a look at it. So yeah, I guess it's in.
Okay, so we are looking at a tie right now.
So it looks like
Each archer with 30 points as we get to the second half of this match.
go down to the
Headed to target
ground
3
level
It's a
now.
40-centimeter, 25-meter shot.
So Houston getting the
Patrick's arrow was
5 with that.
Base.
Yes, that's right. We just got adjusted back. It looked like a 6 from our angle, but not to be. So that means, Bernardo, we're locked up at 30 all.
30 all, yeah. When you're shooting against Brady Ellison, one of the best in the history of our sport, any advantage is good. So Patrick just gotta, keep his head down, try to shoot as many 6s as he can, because Brady so far has been struggling to hit the 6 ring, but we don't know for how much longer.
Yeah, and this one here should be to the archer's liking. 25 meters away, so
Besides having won a couple of World Field
a lot
Championships,
shorter
Brady
this
Ellison
distance
won
than the
2019
previous target.
Hyundai World
Now, the
Archery
target face, though, is
Championships
smaller,
in certain
but we've seen some pretty
in the
heavy
Netherlands
scoring
in,
across the 2 days of our coverage on this particular target. And let's see if that continues with these two here in the Recurve men's bronze medal match. Hope you're enjoying it.
pair of 5s. Dead heat so far, 35 points for each archer.
Might have grabbed the line.
Okay, it looks like a 4 for Brady. Five for Patrick, taking the lead by 1 point. 40 points on the board for Patrick Houston, 39 points on the board for Brady Ellison.
So it's very close, this match. Really nothing between them since the first arrow of this bronze medal match.
Five points, just a millimeter out of the sixth ring for Brady on that shot.
So Houston can take the lead here, heading into the last end. He'll love a 6 now.
A 6 from Pat Houston for a 2-point lead.
There you go, he delivers.
The toughest target is being saved for last, and it is next.
Great shooting by Patrick. I have a feeling he's a little bit shaky, taking long, but he's getting the job done. And I think some frustration is building up inside Brady, because it's extremely frustrating when you just can't get to the center of the target. And then what usually happens is that you start getting worried about it, and the more you worry, the harder it is to hit the center. So you just gotta zero out everything. It's one end to go, everything to play for. And we've seen other matches be completely turned around on the fourth target, which we can see from this shot. It's great. It's amazing up there. It's a great challenge, and no advantage is too much when you're shooting up against Brady Ellison.
Yeah, absolutely. Houston has 3 6s and 9 arrows, and Ellison, surprisingly maybe, has not had a 6 in the match. So it's Houston leading by 2, 46-44, with 3 arrows of the contest to play. Bronze medal here in the men's recurve on the line.
Brady Ellison has made 65 World Archery World Cup appearances, and he's headed to number 66 later this week.
Let's have a look at this. The last 3 ends here of the men's recurve bronze medal match. Brady Ellison of the USA up against Patrick Houston of Great Britain. Ellison trailing by 2, 46-44 is Houston's.
4 and perfect height.
Yes, yeah, Houston can really take a big step forward with a gold score here. He's just missed it.
Houston.
But he still has a 2-point lead with 2 arrows to come.
And another 4 for Brady. That one's a little further to the right.
Oh, Houston would love a 6 now. He's had 3 in the match already.
And there is a 4 caught the line.
It's definitely going to be a 4. So it's 2 points. Now, Ellison hasn't had a 6 in the whole match. He needs one now. Oh, not often you see him withdraw. Pretty composed character. That gives Houston the opportunity to seal it here. He does! That is going to end that right there. Patrick Houston from Great Britain has got the bronze medal.
And Brady Ellison will finish with a...
And Ellison gets close to a 6. He might have even clipped the line there.
Great Britain has
but
clinched the bronze.
That's an interesting match. If Ellison had banged in the 6 before Houston, that could have completely changed the outcome. But Houston wasn't rattled, and he seized the initiative. Good on him. Good win there for Patrick Houston Bernardo.
Coming up next will be our recurve.
Great win. He's celebrating a lot, and he definitely should. That was great shooting. And, you know, he took his chances. Brady was struggling, and Patrick managed to keep it all together. He shot some very nice shots. Brady might have, you know, recovered a little bit by shooting what might have been a 6. in the end, but that was too late. And then Patrick with that very nice last shot, he knew it. The moment the string left his fingers, he knew it was a good shot and that he had made it. Wow. Yeah, a thrilling and exciting match. Nothing short of everything we have seen so far today.
That's right. And Houston, well, he was 1, 2, 3, 4 sixes in the end there for him. And Ellison actually ended the competition. He didn't actually have any, so that has been confirmed, that last arrow, as another 5. So that means the confirmed scores are 60 to 57. So Patrick Houston wins the bronze over Brady Ellison of the USA. That means we have our men's gold medal match coming up shortly. Stay with us, where that is coming up next.
Please welcome the judge and coaches for our Recurve Men's World Championship Gold Medal Final.
Don't be confused, folks. I think Ellison is going to be a coach in this gold medal match. One is out.
Please
so one of his compatriots is about to go for the gold.
Shooting for the World Championship, Matt Nofel.
Here's how comes Matt Nofel, the 23-year-old from the USA, for the men's Recurve gold medal match.
Representing Germany, shooting for the World Championship, Florian Unruh.
Wow, Florian Unruh has got some great background and great credentials to his career.
Is Shannon Russell Cohen.
Big opportunity for Unruh here. He is a world gold medalist or World Field Championship gold medalist from 2018 in the teams event. Florian Unruh, of course, had a big 2020 Olympic Games as well. And here he is going for gold here, Florian Unruh. Beating Patrick Houston by a single point in the semi, 63 to 62. And Nofel taking out Brady Ellison, 65 to 59.
Olympic Training Center Development Program. He's 23 years of age.
Nofel, a young archer on the rise, just 23.
Unruh of Germany is ranked 3rd in the world. He's 29.
Unruh is 3rd in the world at the moment.
In the Olympic Games,
a fierce competitor.
World Championships. Opening arrow is a 4 for Florian Unruh.
So let's see how these two archers go. Unruh, of course, at the Olympic Games.
And there's a 5 to open the match.
Took out a big scalp on his way up the standings. Beat Kim Jae-dyuk, who was the top seed in one of the early rounds there. To move through in the competition.
Right there for Florian. 5 again for Matt, shading on the left side for Matt Nofel.
Lots of support here for Nofel, as you'd imagine, here in Yankton.
And there's a left-hand 4 for Florian Unruh. Total score will end up being 12 points.
Unruh a bit slow to get started here, and here's Nofel, who can ice this first end with a good score.
And Matt Nofel with a 4 for a 2-point lead. So Matt Nofel heads down the steps next to the stand there to the 80-centimeter start point for target number 2. Matt's got to shoot at an 80-centimeter target. Florian is going for it as well. 50
I don't know what was happening
away.
to Unruh there, Bernardo, but he would have expected something in the gold from him in that first end. Didn't happen.
Definitely, yeah. Unruh, his shots, they looked pretty straightforward to me. But Matt Nuffel managed to get the job done, keeping it simple, just shooting 2 5s. And we're still to get confirmation of the scores, but I believe it's a 2-point lead for Matt Nuffel. And, you know, he's got great support behind the line with Brady Ellison. This is the dream of every archer. Like, you're coming into the final venue, a new course that you don't know exactly how it is, but then behind the line, you've got somebody who has literally just shot this whole course, and he can very valuable feedback from Matt Nuffel, being supported by the home crowd here in Yankton, South Dakota.
Before he got married to Lisa.
Absolutely, Nuffel 14-12 was the score. Unruh, of course, look over back at his record at the Olympic Games last year. 3 wins, beaten in the quarterfinals by Mauro Nespoli of Italy, who went on and won bronze. Close match though, that one, 6-4. So Unruh on his day, a very good target archer, but here he is trying to do the business in the field. Not to be underrated, he's been a very good archer for a long period of time, and that proves it right there.
Five points.
Well, nice stuff from Unruh there, with Nuffel having to redraw, and Unruh a 6 and a 5.
Quick shot from Matt Nuffel, just out. It's a 4, just a little on the left, shading left.
Gold medal match here on the men's recurve. Remember,
could see a little tweak on Matt Nuffel's bow arm as he shot that arrow. No wonder it went on the 4. And Unruh, great start.
Showing the same great form that he showed
and
at the
just
Tokyo Olympic
outside of the
Games,
gold, but regardless, great second end by Florian Unruh, who's very much back in this match.
4 again, almost hit his first arrow.
Yeah, especially if Nuffel can't get a gold score. Still take the halfway lead, Nuffel, with 1 arrow to come. Unruh locking in 26. After, could be 27, of course. Will be 27.
6
after
would
the
take
first.
the lead. It's a 5, and so we have a draw.
The halfway stage. So it's set up beautifully, isn't it, with 6 arrows to come.
Matt Nuffel and Florian Unruh are tied at 27 points each unofficially right now.
Oh, he's been to 3 World Championships in target archery, winning a silver medal in the 2021 edition, but hasn't made a splash yet in the field until today. Well, this tournament here, Bernardo, so archer to watch.
And the scoring is taking place.
Yeah, and I'm sure you wouldn't like to have it in any other way. You know, doing it in front of your home crowd. It's a very special feeling, I can tell, from shooting the Olympics at home in Rio.
Well, I guess I know where I am.
But interesting to see that Matt Nuffel, he a little bit overcompensated his first mistakes. His first arrows were slightly left and high, and then he shot a 5 low to the right. But I think that's actually a good thing. Like, he went in the right direction, and then he can just go back a little bit in the adjustments he made. And let's see in the third end, very tight match. 2 great level archers. Matt Nuffel is very young and new in the scene, but the fact that he beat Brady Ellison speaks volumes about his ability. And yeah, it's going great. Let's see the third end.
But the measure of Ellison is there he is coaching the archer that beat him in the semi-finals, which is pretty cool. Nice camaraderie in the American team. So dead even heading into the third end here of the men's recurve final. Matt Nuffel, the left-hander from the United States, and Florian Unruh, 27 points each. 3 arrows at this target, 3 arrows at the last target. And let's see who emerges as the victor.
Florian with a 5-6 liner. and 6. There's a 4 out the left-hand side where Matt has.
Unruh feels like he's starting to heat up here, Bernardo.
Yeah, Unruh is a great archer. As you mentioned, he beat top seed Kim Jae-dok at the Olympic Games, and it was an outstanding performance. He's definitely a great archer. And just outside of the 6, another very strong end by him. Matt Nofo now struggling to hit the 6. Still a little bit to the left. Now he hit the right, but he's just got to forget about everything. Shoot a nice, smooth last shot to finish the 3rd and begin strong the 4th and decisive end.
Nofo would love a 6 to settle him down. He hasn't had one in the match yet, and that statistic is going to remain that way. Just can't get the gold consistently enough at the moment, and that's giving Unruh a nice buffer heading into the last end. Potentially 4-point lead here.
So therefore about 38 yard.
Definitely going to be 3 at
We're in Yankton here, boy.
worst.
We talk about
First
yards.
arrow from Unruh, a 5-star. As it clipped the line to make it a 6. So, well, magnifying glasses out.
We buy beer by the gallon.
Forensically examined.
165 countries use a metric system, and 1 country went to the moon.
Unruh lead by 3 or 4. That's what we're waiting for heading into this 4th end. I think we're waiting for is for Matt Nofo to fire up. The Unruh arrow is a 5,
3-point lead for
so it's
Florian
going to
Unruh
be
going
a
into this
3-point
final
game. 43
target.
plays 40. It's still a good advantage here for the German. With there it is, up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. That's where they're aiming. Temperature in Yankton at the moment is very pleasant indeed. It's risen up to 23 degrees Celsius on a lovely day. It's around the mid-70s now in Fahrenheit. So just a lovely afternoon for archery. Unruh now with a 3-point buffer. Looking good for gold.
4 points for Florian. 4 points for Matt.
Well, Matt Nofo just can't get it going, Bernardo, at the moment.
He could not capitalize. Florian gave him an opportunity. He wasn't happy about his shot, but Matt could not capitalize, and he's got to shoot 6 as soon as he can right now.
4 points for Florian.
Well, another chance here for him. He needs a 6 more than ever now, the American. Has to hit the reset button. We've seen plenty of occasions in the past where that can happen, but here's Unruh for the win.
And a 6 to finish.
Yes! That looks fantastic. Florian Unruh, 57, and he's got it in the bag. Not even 2 6s are going to be enough here for Matt Nofo, but Florian Unruh has got the gold in the bank here for himself and his country.
4 points.
So in the end, it's just Nofo just couldn't get it going, and some great archery, Bernardo, from Unruh. Some good solid stuff, particularly from the 2nd end onwards.
Yes, he is a very talented archer, and I see that. Oh, and Matt Nofo hit the 6. I think it won't be of much comfort to him to have hit the 6 in his last arrow. But as I was saying, Florian Unruh, I think one of his greatest qualities as an archer is he's really cold. Like really, there's no playing mind games with him. There's no applying pressure on him. He's just cold-blooded and an overall great archer. And he's our new World Archery Field Champion.
Another amazing performance.
Yeah, it feels good to win, doesn't it? He won the World Games title earlier on in the year too, so he is having a great 2022. Florian Unruh
at your first World Championship.
He is shooting as well as ever, the 29-year-old.
And
he wins the gold medal in the men's recurve competition, and deservedly so. Final score 57-54.
But I look at you. More or less there. So okay. It's strange. Florian, huge congratulations, another gold medal this season. How does it feel?
Really, really good. It's just a perfect end of the season.
You maybe didn't have very fast start, a bit slower than Matt, but then it was just up to you. So what was crucial?
Yeah, just not give up after the first end and just doing that what I love and what I do good. So just shoot.
You didn't beat Brady that time, but in some way an athlete coached by him. Is it also some nice thing?
I think you have to see the match as it is. So against Matthew, and Brady is a nice coach. Was a nice coach for him. The things that he said were really nice, and so I took them a little bit for my own, and also shot good.
In the last target, you decided to shoot before Matt. Did you want to have some kind of comfort that you confirmed that already and didn't have to wait what he does?
No, not really. It was only I had my sight mark that I said, yeah, I will have to shoot it with this distance, and then just shoot it as fast as possible, because uphill you can always let down, and then it takes longer and longer, and so I didn't want to run out of time.
Probably you will come back home really happy with another gold medal. Perfect ending for the season, it seems so.
Yeah, of course, it's really the perfect ending, and now I'm ready for holidays.
Thank you very much, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job from Florian Unruh from Germany, winning the gold medal in the men's recurve. So that ends the recurve action here at Yankton 2022, the World Archery Field Championships, which means we just have the compounds out there in a short time. But first up, we're going to have that victory ceremony for the men's recurve competition. Stay with us.
While we're waiting for the awards ceremony to get underway, we hope that you're enjoying the warmer weather that we arranged for you today. Coming up this afternoon, after our victory ceremony for the recurve men, we've got our bronze medal compound women's match, our gold medal compound women's match, our bronze medal compound men's final, and then for the championship of the world, compound men's gold medal final between Dave Cousins, two-time world field champion, and Nico Wiener, reigning world 3D and world target champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the recurve men. Medals will be presented by World Archery First Vice President Mario Scarcella. Gifts will be presented by First National Bank of Omaha Representative Kevin Moe. Bronze medal representing Great Britain, Patrick Houston.
Well, Patrick Houston, after being beaten by Brady Ellison in the Recurve mixed teams and the teams, to finish fourth, gets his revenge in the individual competition. Great win for Houston, and he did it in style, getting a 6-in maximum score in that last end to beat the Great American by 3 points. So well done to Patrick Houston. He's got the bronze medal, the 26-year-old from Northern Ireland.
Silver medal representing the United States of America, Matthew Nofel.
Matthew Nofel coming through the American system in the last couple of years. Gets a silver medal here to go the silver that he won in the teams competition at the World Target Archery Championships in 2021. Great effort by the young American who's ranked 65 in the world at the moment. Just couldn't get it going today. Matt Nofel in the final though.
Gold medal representing Germany, Florian Unruh.
Florian Unruh showed his class and experience, came through with flying colours. 3 sixes, including the last arrow to win and secure the gold medal. Another title in 2022. Already won the World Games individual title. And also had success too at the European Championships this year in both teams and individuals. So he's having a great year. Florian Unruh from Germany.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to our athletes.
Another great day in the career there for Florian Unruh of Germany, winning the World Archery Field Championship for 2022 in the men's recurve. Congratulations to Matthew Nofel of the United States, who got the silver, and Patrick Houston, who won bronze for Great Britain. Well, we have 4 matches to come. We move to compound next. We're going to have the women's bronze, women's gold before we move to the men's bronze and men's gold. So lots of exciting archery to come, and we hope you stick around.
Please welcome the judge and coaches for our next competition, the women's compound bronze medal final. Please welcome, representing Great Britain, Ella Gibson. number 1 qualified compound woman in the world in terms of the ranking list. Number 4 qualifier here. Please welcome, representing Germany, Julia Bonka. Julia is the 3rd ranked qualifier for this event. She is currently ranked 73rd in the world.
Well, here we go, folks. It's the compound women's bronze medal match. Ella Gibson from Great Britain, the 22-year-old, world number 1 at the moment, up against Julia Bonka of Germany, the 28-year-old. Ella Gibson has rocketed up the rankings courtesy of her 3 wins on the World Cup this year. And here she is in the bronze medal match, having been beaten by 2 points by Paige Pierce in the semi-finals of the USA. Toya Allison proving just too good for Julia Bonka of Germany in her semi-final. Both of these finished high up the rankings, 2 in the qualification, Bonka 3rd and Gibson in 4th place. Bonka, of course, already a 2-time medalist here, winning bronze in the women's teams, silver in the compound mixed teams. So she's going for her 3rd medal of these games here, the 28-year-old German, who is currently ranked 73 in the world, but it has been as high as 46 late last year. Bonka on the left and Gibson on the right in the red. Should be a great match, this one, Bernardo.
Yeah, indeed. Ella Gibson has risen to the top recently. Great archer, but she was outscored by Julia Bonka in the qualification round. So nothing is a given here. But Ella Gibson starting in great fashion. Julia Bonka not far behind. We've got ourselves a great match here, I believe.
Yeah, evidence for that with all 4 arrows going into the goal to start the match.
For Julia. 11 points, tied score.
So last arrow of this first hand from 15 meters there, shooting from. Gibson like a statue on the shooting line. Just leaking it left though, but I think it still grabbed the line there for a 5-pointer.
Yeah, Ella Gibson is so stable. She's got such great form, and Julia was shooting well, but her 3rd arrow was really too tense. She wasn't happy about how that one came off. And against Ella Gibson, world ranking number 1, you just can't leave anything on the table, can you?
5 and 5. Julia Bonka of Germany opened with a 5, then followed up with a 6, and then another 5.
Just that last arrow from Bonka maybe have just missed the 5 line. No doubt about that top one. It's dead center. So let's have a look and see. So Bonka, that might have clipped the line after all there as we look on the scorecard here. It could be a tied end of 16 each, and that's looking what it's like. So nothing in it to start
well, folks,
this match.
We actually have an update for you after the official.
We have confirmation. It did. Oh, no. It appeared to me that it was a 5, but actually it's been corrected, and it was a 4. So Julia Bonka trailing by 1 point going to the second end.
Yeah, perfect. Bernardo, thank you for that. 16-15 to Ella Gibson it is, as we now go to the 50-meter target to start the second end. Well, we're back on level terms after that first arrow. Just a stray arrow sneaking in by each archer. Could be the pressure of the moment. A medal at stake here. Well, not to like about that last arrow from Bonka. It was dead center. Nice comeback from Gibson with the 6. And Bonka looks like she's finished that end with a 5.
1-point lead, 31-30.
Well, Gibson needed something there. She just banged in a couple of 4s there, Bernardo, and needed something to hang tough. That's the thing you've got to do if you're behind in compound. You've got to stay within 1 point, really, to keep in touch.
Yeah, not bad for a Bunka who came from trailing by 1 point to now have a 1 point lead herself. But as you mentioned, there's no better way to finish an end when you're trailing, by hitting a 6. So it just gives you confidence heading into the third end. Ella Gibson is still very much in this match. Barely anything separating these two great archers. And we still got 6 arrows, halfway to go.
Target 3 for the second half takes us to a 40-centimeter target face set at 25
We have that women's final
away.
coming up as well, and then we will conclude our action with the men's compound bronze and gold medal matches. So I've got some terrific matchups coming. Really hard to pick who might emerge as winners in those 3 matches, but this one as well, it is nicely poised with just that point between them. Leading by 31-30. Target 3 is 25 meters away. And they should find this one to their liking, Bernardo. It doesn't have the decline down to the target or the incline up to the target as the last end does. It's on relatively horizontal.
Yeah, straightforward in that regard. The only downside is the more stable stance they've got on their feet. But let's see who can cope the best with that. Once again, we're seeing what we've been seeing all day long, coaches holding the scorecards to give some shade at the eyes and the string of the athletes. This is crucial for aiming because when you have too much glare, that's not good. Beginning of third end.
Six points for Julia Bonka, 5 points for Ella Gibson.
That was a long hold there by Julia Bonka, but she was rewarded with a 6, so very composed archery from her on the shooting line.
And a 6 for Ella Gibson, a 5 for Julia Bonka. Julia Bonka maintaining a 1 point lead.
So 1 arrow left in this third end. Big arrow, this one. Potentially a 2 point lead here for her if she can score a maximum. And that's a handy buffer heading into that last end. So Bonka taking her time.
And that's a 6 for Julia Bonka. We'll wait for the call on Ella Gibson's third shot, and we'll have the
great last arrow there.
Very solid shooting by Julia Bonka. I'm seriously impressed by her. She's keeping up and shooting really well. Ella Gibson clearly left the line feeling a little bit not satisfied with her last shot. Even though it looked good, she's got a good grouping, but it's still low, and she's leaving points on the table, precious points on the table. And Julia is going to the last end with a very important advantage over world ranking #1 Ella Gibson.
Yeah, looks like they've shared that end of 47 each, or rather 17 each. And Bonka will go to 48.
2 point lead for Julia Bonka after official
so actually
scoring.
there's
Ella
one
Gibson
downgrade
with a
on one of
6.55.
those
Julia Bonka with a
arrows
6.65
from
on that
Gibson.
last
It
end.
was the third one, so she drops back to 46. So a 2 point lead here now heading into the tree, or the target's high in the trees on the right top of your screen now. Well, Gibson, you feel the way this match is going to need pretty much close to perfection here. To be fair, these archers haven't quite hit their straps in this match. Maybe it's tenseness of the moment with a medal at stake for the winner. Not as many sixes maybe as we might have expected, Bernardo.
Yeah. Both of them started really well, shooting like beautiful shots in the six in the first end. But as the match comes to the end, you know, the pressure mounts up, and it's all about keeping it under control. Ella Gibson might turn things around if she can start strong with a six. Let's see whether she can make it. But Julia seems to be in a very comfortable position. Let's see how it goes. Fourth and last end.
A couple of sixes to put the pressure on will really be a big outcome here. And there's Gibson starting to heat up. Perfect way for her to start. And then, just like that, she's gained a point on her opponent.
From Germany.
So you just lean forward in your seat just a little bit now as we get closer to the end here.
Ella Gibson with a six.
There's Gibson with another six. We look to Bonka on the right now.
With a
and she's got a four. So
Ella
Gibson
has a
is coming
on the
from
arrow.
A deficit to take the lead with one arrow left. Gibson can seal the bronze medal with a six. So really keep your eye on the left-hand target.
And
it's a five.
Has shot a six.
And Bonka's got a six. So are we going to a shoot-off? It is a shoot-off, unprovisional, provisionally.
We had a green flash there on the screen, which was not, which was indicating a winner, but we do not have that. It is a tie unofficially. We will have a shoot-off unofficially.
Wow.
Now the shoot-off, if it takes place,
everyone looks uncertain, Bernardo, but I'm pretty sure we got a shoot-off at 63 apiece.
Me too. I think it's just a formality of bringing down the targets just to make sure, but it looks pretty clear to everyone that we're going to have a shoot-off, the first of this session. And wow, it doesn't get any more thrilling than this, right? Like Ella Gibson had it all together, shot 2 sixes when it mattered the most. Julia Bonka like opened the door shooting a 4, but then when it mattered the most, she shot a 6. That's like, wow, very exciting. And who can tell who's going to win in the shoot-off?
That's right, and we're going to go to a shoot-off, different shoot-off target as well, which is
and the shoot-off is
going
confirmed.
to be from 35 meters and a 60 centimeter in diameter target face. So that's where we're going. One arrow shoot off. In fact, the shoot off distance, my mistake, is 40 meters. 40 meters, not 35. And just like target archery, folks, it's a one arrow shoot off. Closest to the center wins. Bronze medal to the winner. $40 seconds to get your shot away. And the cat and mouse game begins here. Who's going to go first? Gibson goes.
We have a winner on the right-hand side.
Oh my goodness! I think Bonka's got it.
Bonka of Germany.
Wow, that was so close, but she's put it in the inner ring, only a smidgen closer than Ella Gibson, both of them scoring sixes, but
congratulations to Ella
Bunker
Gibson of Great
just
Britain
gets
making it
there
to the
by
finals here
a
at
hair's
the World
breadth.
Field Archery Championship.
We can see the tension, the weight coming off Julia Bunker's shoulders. That was a beautiful shot. She withdrew at first. There was a little breeze, and when you're shooting like at such a crucial moment, even such a little breeze might undermine your confidence. But she did the right. She took the right call, withdrawing the shot, and then the second time she got it right, got it perfect. And even though Ella Gibson shot a 6, she managed to shoot a 6 closer to the center. Well done. Wow, great achievement for Julia Bunker. Well-deserved bronze medal. Great shooting.
Well, yeah, that was drama and a half. Now we're going to get a similar drama in the gold medal match, and that's coming up in just a moment.
Please welcome the judge and coaches to the field of play for our Compound Women's World Championship event. Representing the United States of America, shooting for the gold medal, please welcome Paige Pierce. Representing Slovenia, shooting for the gold medal, please welcome Toya Ellison.
Two great archers going at it here for the women's title in the compound at the 2022 World Archery Field Championships. Paige Pierce, the 27-year-old from the US, who is a 6-time World Youth Champion, multiple medalists at World Cup in teams and other events, bronze medalist at the World Games earlier on in the year, and the defending champion of this title, up against Toya Ellison of Slovenia, the European Games champion from 2019 and the 2014 World Archery Field Champion. So both of these archers have won this title before. So it's going to be really interesting to see who emerges here in this competition. Pierce topped the qualification standings with Ellison in second place. So we have the top two seeds through to this match here. It's going to be a terrific contest, Bernardo.
Absolutely. Two very high-quality archers. Paige Pierce is a field specialist, but Toya Ellison is not far behind. And we begin the first stand. Let's see how it goes.
Pierce is vying to become a double gold medalist here, having won the mixed teams competition with Dave Cousins. And how about the start from both of them?
6 points each.
Dead center.
Those arrows right on top of each other. Once again, 6 and 6.
Well, we laughed, but it was just absolute robots in action, almost like, wasn't it? Remember, their shooting distance here is only 15 meters, but their target face is very small. And how about that? Brilliant from both.
At the moment, it looks like both ladies have shot a clean score. We'll see what happens when the judges go up and take a closer look. Next target, target number 2, is an 80-centimeter face at 50 meters. Just over a year ago, on the 26th of September of 2021, these two ladies came up against each other at the Yankton 2021 Hyundai World Archery Championship, just down the road here at the riverfront, in the 1/8 elimination round.
Well, great archery from
Toya
both
Ellison
of them.
was able to get
Third arrow has been starred as a 5 for Ellison. We'll see if it gets upgraded to a 6.
Similar achievements and have paralleled each other.
These two are very, very good, and it has now been upgraded to a 6. So both of them perfect ends there, Bernardo. Let's hope this quality continues to the second end.
There's no reason to think it won't. We've just got confirmation that Toya Ellison's arrow was indeed a 6, so we have a perfect start from both archers. No wonder why they're shooting for the gold medal. It's going to be a tight contest here.
Will they swap medals here today?
Yeah, interesting that they go from 15 meters to 50 meters now. The target face is 4 times as big, and even though the distance is much further, so who's going to flinch first here between these two? Pierce from the USA, Ellison from Slovenia.
Pair of 6s.
Oh, this is like an old-fashioned duel in the Old West, isn't it, so far?
The wind is definitely playing a part. We can see the trees and the banners moving, but it seems not to affect them. Great quality shooting. Who's going to blink first?
Pair of 6s again.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
absolute perfection. 5 6s from each archer. This is brilliant from both Ellison and Pierce. The women's compound final is delivering. Both archers just waiting maybe for that breeze to just drop just a tad. And now they feel it's dropped, so away they go.
Six,
Ellison, extraordinary. She has got the bit between the teeth. Pierce has dropped a point, and this is remarkable, Bernardo. Who knows how critical that dropped point will be?
Yes, we're talking about compound archery, where the margins are even smaller, so that point might be too costly in the end. We'll see, but we're seeing great shooting, the best we've seen all day, and wow, what a way to determine who's going to be the field world champion. And wow, really excited, really enjoying watching this.
Ellison is absolutely superb. She was 3 6s on the shortest distance, now 3 6s on the longest distance. Does that mean she's going to shoot 3 more 6s in this one and 3 more 6s to end the competition in the middle distances? Statistics may suggest that could be on the cards, but it's easier said than done. As you know, Bernardo, one little mistake or flinch or something on the shooting line can have a massive impact at the other end.
Yeah, as in archery, we know very well that statistics, they don't mean much a lot of the times. You can really not let your guard down. You just got to stay sharp all throughout the match. And, well, it's just nice to see. We haven't seen an American win a gold medal today yet. And, well, they have a shot now with Paige Pierce. But Toya Ellison lives in the United States. She is, of course, Brady Ellison's wife. And I believe she's got American nationality. But we don't have to ask the crowd to know which anthem they want to hear at the end of this match, right? But, yeah, it's kind of a match between two Americans, let's say. But I think the crowd, they want to see the Stars and Stripes up in the podium in just a few minutes.
Exactly, and Pearce, if that happens, of course, we'll be hearing her anthem for the second time in 2 days, having won that teams mixed competition with Dave Cousins in the teams action yesterday. So here's Ellison. Interest on her to whether she can keep this incredible run going as they move to target 3 from 25 metres.
6 points for Paige.
And Pearce has absolutely buried that one in the dead centre again.
Toya with a 6.
7 in a row for Ellison.
Paige with another 6.
I might as well just go up and place the arrows in the target. Bernardo, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it feels really good when we can pull off such shots. It's great and beautiful archery.
Toya with a 6 out the bottom. And Paige with a 5. Might have
oh, she's missed again, Pearce. Just the slightest of mistakes, I guess, from Pearce. And now Ellison hunting her 9th 6 and to stay on track here for the maximum
Toya
score.
6, 2-point lead for Toya
wow.
Ellison of
this is
Slovenia.
Extraordinary archery
Paige
from
Pearce
Toya
of the
Ellison.
United States with 52. Toya Ellison of Slovenia
She has the maximum
with 54.
score of 54 points after 3 ends.
Fantastic shooting by Toya Ellison, and it's great to see that she doesn't look the look on her face is that she's doing nothing much, and I think this is the perfect attitude during the match. Like, you just celebrate when it's over, but yeah, she's just shooting 6 after 6, and it looks like to her she's doing just her normal thing. And wow, beautiful to see. Paige Pearce is shooting on very high level as well. I think it's not really, I think the third arrow didn't really look like a mistake to me, but her group is, a little bit too low, a little bit to the left. And yeah, she's just got to get back to the center for the 4th and final end. But let's see whether she's got enough time to recuperate, because, wow, what to say about Toya Ellison?
Well, the crazy thing is here, Bernardo, is that Ellison still might not win. She got a 2-point advantage, which is big going into the last end. But one little mistake, she'll drift into the 5. Another one, she'll drift to the 5. That opens the door for Pearce to take it to a shoot-off, potentially. And then who knows what's going to happen in a shoot-off. So this is far from done, even though Ellison has been absolutely perfect so far. So lots of factors at play here. Pearce has just got to keep telling herself that I'm still in this. Remember, these two have won this title previously. Ellison winning it in 2014 and Pearce winning it in 2018. So apt in many ways that these two are meeting here in the final in 2022. So here we go, the final end of the women's gold medal match. Pearce has just dropped the 2 points so far. Ellison is perfect, 54 out of 54. 3 arrows to come at this target high in the trees.
For the reigning world champion, Paige Pearce.
35 meters from the shooting line. And Ellison, here she goes.
Five for the 2014
wow.
World Field Champion, Toya Ellison.
There is the first drop point of the match for Ellison. Can she shrug it off?
Six points for
wow, there's another 6 from Pearce. So this arrow here is big. Can Ellison bounce back and get another 6? All of a sudden, the body language is maybe not quite there for Ellison. Just got to go back to that technique she loves. It's another 5, and there's another 6 from Pierce. That means Ellison needs a 6 here to take it to a shoot-off.
Six to tie, and it is a 6, so we have a tie.
And it is, it's dead center. She's taken the spider out. Brilliant match here between these two. It's a tie at 70 apiece, and they have dropped just 2 points each in this gold medal match. That is superb.
Oh my, when we thought that the last match was a good and thrilling one, we weren't waiting for this. Oh my, and when you said, Glenn, before the fourth end, that Paige Pierce was pretty much still in the match and all these things, I was like, well, yeah, but look at Toya, look at what she's doing, and it just happened. Like, you called it, and oh my, now it's just a one-arrow shoot-off, and
it's 40 meters
wow, this is really thrilling.
A one-arrow shoot-off to decide the gold medal. 40 meters is the distance on a 60-centimeter target face.
Definitely
and this would be remarkable if Pierce can pull this off, given Ellison. Those arrows had flames coming out of them, Bernardo, earlier. She just couldn't miss. She was so hot. It was just incredible archery from her.
Yeah, and it's the sign of great archers shooting well when it matters the most. So Paige Pierce, she missed the 6 twice before, but she just forgot about all of that. And she shot 2 very good arrows in the 4th, and now she's got another chance of winning this match. Wow.
Closest to the center wins for a gold medal at the World Archery Field Championships. Doesn't get any more dramatic than this for Toya Ellison of Slovenia and Paige Pierce of the USA. The target's 40 meters away. Who's going to win the gold medal? Oh my goodness, that is going to be interesting. We might need to get those magnifying glasses out.
We're going to wait for
what do you reckon? I reckon, oh my goodness, I'm not going to pick it, Bernardo. It's too close.
Well, it seems to me that Paige Pierce won it, but since nobody's celebrating, I think it's too close to call.
Oh, look, I can't tell. This is the closest shoot-off I've ever seen, Bernardo, I've got to say.
The judge to call it. There it is, Paige Pierce.
It's Pierce,
world champion, defending her title.
It's Pierce. There can't have only been a millimeter or 2 in it.
World champion.
Unbelievable win there for Paige Pierce over Toya Ellison. Pierce defends her world title
winner.
in most dramatic circumstances.
Great competitors. Once again, ladies and
what
gentlemen, let's hear it. Toya Ellison of Slovenia, silver medalist.
9 sixes in a row.
USA.
But she only gets the silver medal. There's some nice scenes here between the two. Ellison will be bitterly disappointed, I'm sure, deep inside her. But what about Pierce? That was resilience flying through her there, Bernardo. Brilliant win.
It was. Wow. What a comeback. This is, I gotta admit, it's my favorite match of the day so far. It was amazing, like pure delight to watch. And to the crowd's delight as well. They're loving to see Team USA on first. And let's hear from the local hero, Paige Pierce.
Paige, congratulations. You defended your title in a fantastic style, but really nervous. How does it feel?
I'm like still just totally shaking. I can't believe that it worked out that way, but I wouldn't expect anything less from Toya. I honestly went into this thinking we could have a shoot-off. I know that we're so neck and neck in this game. She's amazing. I know we were both going to bring our best, and it just happened to go in my favor, these 4 targets.
What were your thoughts before the last target? You were behind, you need to shoot amazing, and then it went to shoot-off.
honestly, I was thankful that was the last target because I knew we needed something tough if I was ever going to like have her give me 2 points, you know. So I just told myself I have to hit all 6s to even have a chance, and I pretty much thought I was done even then. So I did what I needed to do. You know, she happened to give me the 2 points that made it possible for us to have a shoot-off.
How long were these seconds waiting for the judge to show who won?
Long. It's so weird. Time is different out here. Everything goes so fast, it's a blur, but then in moments like that, it just feels like it drags on forever. So I'm just so excited.
Excited and probably relieved and really, really happy. Defending title is always something awesome.
Yeah, field is truly like my favorite thing, my favorite part of archery. I obviously shoot indoor, I shoot target, all the above with World Archery, but this title means more to me than any of them because this is what I love. So I'm really excited I was able to defend my title. Obviously, we missed a world field in there in 2020, so it was a long 4 years waiting, but I'm just so relieved.
Thank you very much once again. Huge congratulations on winning another title.
Thank you so much.
A great effort and great interview from Paige Pierce there. Some lovely words and wow, what a win that was.
Our victory ceremony for the compound
breath
women
back after that one, Bernardo.
In just a few moments.
Yeah, even she didn't really believe she had a chance, but in archery, we sometimes are rewarded when we manage to just zero everything out, just focus on the task at hand, and wow, she did it. Great shooting. It was very fun to watch, and yeah, I think her hands are still going to be shaking for a few minutes, but she'll be very glad to have shaky hands with a gold medal in them.
Yes, 100%. Stay with us. We're going to have that victory ceremony for you very shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the compound women. Medals will be presented by local organizing committee president Bruce Call. Gifts will be presented by the City of Yankton Mayor Stephanie Mosher. Bronze medal, representing Germany, Julia Bronca.
Well, what some thrilling action we had. Both medal matches decided in shoot-offs. Julia Bronca just pipping Ella Gibson by the fairest of margins to get her third medal of these games, her second bronze to go with the women's team, and silver in the mixed teams competition.
Silver medal, representing Slovenia, Brady Ellison.
Brady Ellison, well, only a couple of millimetres. There's fine margins in the sport on full display in that women's final. Ellison not quite able to get there in this gold medal match. Finishing second 4 years ago to our gold medalist as well.
Gold
He's still
medal,
got a great rivalry going.
The United States of America, Paige Pierce.
Paige Pierce defends her title with that dramatic shoot-off win. That's her second gold medal, and it means a lot to her. Congratulations to the 27-year-old.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. Please congratulate our athletes, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, what a great competition in the women's compound we've had at these field championships with 3 fine archers on the podium.
For the compound men.
Very small margins between the 3 of them. Paige Pierce winning gold, Toya Ellison of Slovenia, the silver, and Julia Bonka of Germany, the bronze. Leaves just the men's bronze and men's gold to come, but surely we're going to get some drama in these matches as well, because there is very little to separate these 4 archers as well. Exciting conclusion coming to this year's championships.
Please welcome our judge and coaches for the men's bronze medal compound competition. Please welcome representative of the Netherlands, defending world field champion. This is the #1 ranked archer in the world, Mike Schlusser. Shooting for the bronze medal, representing Sweden, Alexander Kullberg.
Bronze medal action now in men's compound here at the Yankton 2022 World Archery Field Championships.
Judge for this match is Shannon
Alexander Kullberg of Sweden up against Mike Schlusser of the Netherlands, the #1 ranked compound archer in the world. First got there in May 2015. He's won a lot of titles down through the years, particularly in World Cups. He's won 10 titles down through the years. He's the defending World Archery Field Champion, but was beaten in the semi-finals by Dave Cousins, the American, 71-68. Cousins only dropping 1 point in that semi-final. And Kullberg was beaten by Nico Weiner of Austria in his semi-final by a single point. So very little in that one too. So it should be a terrific contest, this one. The archers starting on the
Mike Schlusser with a 6.
15-meter target, as we regularly see from Schlusser. He's into the 6 straight off the bat there, Bernardo.
Yeah, Mike Schlusser's nickname is Mr. Perfect. I guess that summarizes his level. Kullberg has made it this far. For sure, he stands a chance against Mike Schlusser, but it's going to be no easy feat beating him.
With a 5.
That's right. Schlosser finished in 4th place in qualification. And let's have a look and see where Kohlberg only 14th, but he's well down the standings in qualification, but clearly through the eliminations, he shot superbly to come through to the semi-finals. It's a great effort there by the Swedish 22-year-old. He's got a 6 to end it, and he's going to need a lot of 6s to keep Mike Schlosser under pressure. He's taking a look at what looks like a 1-point lead after the first end.
The judges will be taking a look at target number 1 to determine the final score.
Interesting to see Mike Schlosser kind of analyzing the angle at which he will be shooting from. At least this is the first time I'm noticing this today, but real interesting because it's not just a matter of how far the target actually is, but the angle impacts where the shots are going to land. So interesting to see him do that and adjusting his sight now for end number 2.
He's had a very good season starting in 2021 when he took a number of victories in events around the world.
Well, Kohlberg's background is
2018. He was number 1.
Well, he's not got too much international experience, though. I did note here, Bernardo, he did win silver at the European Field Championships in the individual event in 2019, 3 years ago. So he has got some success behind him in this format of the sport.
And he's, of course, the
so let's see if he can translate that form from
last year here in Yankton.
3 years ago to gold here at the World Championships.
Pair of 6s. Mike with another 6. Alexander also with a 6.
Oh, this is great stuff from both archers. We saw an amazing match in the women's just a moment ago.
Mike with a 666.
So a perfect end for Schlosser.
Alexander with a nice relaxed shot, another 6, and
he needs 6s to stay in touch. Even though it's only 1 point behind, I think Kohlberg's still got a chance. Schlosser keeps shooting like he normally does. That may be all that's required, Bernardo.
Nice and relaxed.
Yeah, it's great shooting by Alexander Kohlberg. Of course, Mike Schlosser, we wouldn't expect anything less from him. He is one of the best archers in the world for quite a long time now. But Alexander Kohlberg is doing exactly what he needs to do. You know, just stay close to Mike Schlosser for as long as you can. And if he gives you an opportunity, then you're in the good position to capitalize. And yeah, Alexander Kohlberg, great stuff from him. And but it's not going to be easy against Mike Schlosser. Halfway through, 1 point behind. Things are looking good for the young Swede, but yeah, not going to be an easy match until the end.
Well, he's holding tough at the moment. He's just got to stay composed much as possible.
Netherlands, 34
just,
points for Alexander
as you
Kohlberg.
mentioned many times, Bernardo, just take each arrow as it comes. Forget about the last one. Always look at the next one. Sounds easy.
In the semifinal, Mike Schlosser lost to Dave Cousins of the United States of America. It is Dave Cousins that we will see later today.
So here's the third end now. Target 25 meters away.
Five points for Mike Schlosser, 6 points for Alexander Kohlberg. We have a tied score.
That's the little end that Kohlberg was looking for to get back on level with Schlosser.
Schlosser's first shot seemed relaxed, maybe a bit too relaxed since he dropped out of the 6. All set, all level.
5 points for Alexander. And it looks like a 5 for Mike.
And Schlosser a little way to the right, a little bit uncharacteristic. We see him adjusting his sight. He'll definitely want to get back to the 6. We even see also Alexander making some adjustments. He's in a very good position to maybe just draw level with Mike or even open a lead.
6 points for Mike Schlusser. 6 points for Alexander Kohlberg.
He's absolutely
remains tied, 51 points each.
Buried that one as Kohlberg. So here we go. Could we be heading to yet another shoot-off? Who knows? It could happen. It'd be incredible, Bernardo.
This is just awesome. I could spend all day watching such high-level archery. I hope who's joining us in this broadcast is enjoying it as much as I am. And yeah, we're seeing the world's very best shooting for a last spot on the podium. Wow, great archery. We do have tied scores, only 3 arrows left. And let's remember what Paige Pierce said on her interview, that she knew this was going to be the most challenging one, and this is when we might see some mistakes happening. Let's see whether Alexander Kohlberg will keep it all together, and the same for Mike Schlosser.
Well, Paige Pierce is a good example of what emerged, and she banged in 3 sixes in that 4th end to take that match to a shoot-off against Toya Ellison. So that is going to be what's required here. And maybe that will be enough for a gold medal. But of course, if both archers do it, as they did in the 2nd end, score 3 sixes each, then what a dramatic way to conclude the regulation play here and take the match to a shoot-off. So here we go. 35-meter target up in the trees here to decide the bronze medal match in the men's compound. Mike Schlosser from the Netherlands, Alexander Kohlberg from Sweden. Wow. Schlosser drops into the 4, and our eyebrows are instantly raised.
4 points for Mike
and
Schlusser,
there is Kohlberg.
This might be a match-defining 2-point lead that Kohlberg has just opened. It's not easy to see Mike Schlosser drop out of the gold, and this might be a great chance.
Schlosser's going to be battling now, and as he scores a 5 there, he's going to be battling to win bronze big time now, especially if Kohlberg scores another maximum. He doesn't. So it's still a handy 2-point lead for the Swede with 1 arrow left. This has got to be a 6 from Schlosser, and he needs Kohlberg to make an error now. He's missed a 6, and there is the error, but it's still going to be enough for Kohlberg to win by a single point.
Of Sweden.
66-65, Kohlberg's done it.
It is just enough, He dropped the 4 in his last arrow, but thankfully he had built that 2-point buffer. And wow, we're seeing a lot of upsets here today. You know, bear in mind that Germany's Jule Bönke beat Ella Gibson from Great Britain also for the bronze, but in the compound women. And now we see Alexander Kohlberg, huge upset, defeating Mike Schlosser. Mr. Perfect from the Netherlands. Great shooting by both of them. And wow, really cool. Really fun to watch.
Mike Schlosser didn't get a 6 in that last end. Bernardo, that is hugely surprising.
Hugely surprising. Yeah, he started, you know, way too low to the right and made some adjustments, and then when he overcompensated, went high. Yeah, it was just meant to be. Alexander Kohlberg took his opportunities, and well done, bronze medal. I'm sure he's going to be very happy about that.
Our final match today will feature 2 great
the world
champions.
#1 right there. Brilliant effort. His world ranking at the moment is 109, so it's a massive upset
outdoor
based on world rankings.
Championship in Yankton, just down
Schlosser
the road here at the riverfront.
Be walking away thinking, if only I put that last arrow in the 6, I'd be heading to a shoot-off right now. But it's not to be.
That they are
so that leaves just the one match remaining, folks, in this session and in this year's championship. We've got the men's gold medal compound match coming up next for you here at Yankton 2022.
World Archery Field Championship in the team category. He is the individual world champion 2 times. And there are so many other world records and other titles that he has enjoyed that many consider him to be one of the most well-rounded archers in American history. Indoor, outdoor, field, 3D, he's won them all. His opponent is 20 years younger, and he is from Austria. And he won the World Archery Championship right here last year. This promises to be a tremendous match coming up next. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our judge and our coaches to the field of play. Shooting for the gold medal, representing the United States of America, world champion Dave Cousins. Shooting for the gold medal, representing Austria, world champion Nico Wiener.
Well, what a match we have on our hand here for the men's compound gold medal match at the World Archery Field Championships. Dave Cousins from the United States, true legends of the sport. And we have Nico Wiener of Austria, the 25-year-old who won the World Championship 2021 in the target category. Also won the Field Archery Championships in 2016, so that's back 6 years ago. That was at a junior level. But Dave Cousins, well, he's won 2 gold medals in the World Field Archery Championship. But in teams competition, he won gold in the compound mixed teams, bronze in the men's teams. Cousins would love to get this title here, Bernardo, as we get this game on.
Absolutely, you said it well. He is a true legend of our sport. I haven't seen him in a while, and it's a great pleasure to see him in action again. But he's facing Nico Wiener, world champion at Target World Championships last year here in Yankton. And, wow, this is going to be a great match to wrap it up, this wonderful competition.
Wow, nervous start from both of them. Definitely looked like Cousins missed the gold. I think Wiener might have just grabbed the line there. Cousins grabs the 6th line, and Wiener also struggling a little bit there. Wow, interesting start.
I think it's the wind. We see the banner moving a lot back there, and everybody is missing slightly towards the left. I think it's the wind playing a part here, but Dave Cousins has found the middle. Let's see whether Nico does the same.
Wiener just waiting for the wind just to settle a touch. It's important that he now matches Cousins. And look at that, the wind drops right on cue. Has he got a 6 though? I think he's missed it low.
Okay, the unofficial score has been posted and
slightly
it shows a tie,
missed
but
low.
we'll wait for the official call from the judges.
Well, the scoring judges are going to decide this one. And Cousins has actually opened with 2 starred arrows. That first one at the top of his bunny targets there definitely look like a miss, Bernardo. What do you think?
Oh, it's hard to make up my mind. I think Nico's last arrow did not touch the line, and it looks like Dave Cousins has got a 4 in his first arrow, which wouldn't be really good for him. But yeah, the margins are so small, and let's wait for confirmation.
Oh, they're all confirmed now. So 4.66 for Cousins. He goes to 16. And Vina has locked in 3 5s.
Has a 1-point lead.
So it's a 1-point lead. But based on these players or these archers' credentials, you'd probably be a bit disappointed you didn't get closer to the maximum 18 there. But in the end, Cousins gets the lead. And he'll be thinking, well, I'm going to lead by a point. That's where I want to be. And let's move on.
Let's move on. I think it was the wind, and I think the wind is still going to play a big role all throughout this match. We see a lot of movement in the trees back there. And yeah, yet another factor to consider in field archery that is so challenging, so many things going on, and the wind is just another factor.
So we go to target 2 now, which is the 50-meter target.
Dave Cousins with a 6.
Cousins has opened with a maximum.
Of Austria.
And Vina looks like a line licker on the 5.
Mr. Cousins with a 5. Mr. Vina with a 6.
Nice flow in Nico's second arrow. Dave Cousins a little bit too stiff in the second one, hitting the 5.
Mr. Cousins with a 5.
So important last arrow here for Vina off the second end.
And Mr. Vina with a 5.
He's just gone high there for a 5. So it looks like at the moment,
we'll see what Nico's arrow that has an asterisk illuminated next
Cousins
to it
has a
scores
1-point
as.
lead. However, Vina has that 4 star on that first arrow, which may have just grabbed the 5 line. We'll see.
I think this is going to be a 2-point lead for Dave Cousins, to be honest. Let's await official confirmation. But yeah, I think it's looking like for a 2-point lead for Mr. Cousins, as we hear it on site. And Nico just got to bring it all together as soon as he can, because he is shooting against a true legend. And yeah, you don't want to be making any more mistakes when you're facing such a good archer as Dave Cousins.
Well, your instincts were spot on there, Bernardo. Vina's first arrow has been confirmed as a 4. And we are 32-30 for Dave Cousins.
The first World Archery Championship was a World Field Championship.
Halfway through this men's compound gold medal match. Hope you're enjoying it. As Cousins goes for another gold.
3D in 2013. It's also the World Game Champions.
Yes, got an amazing record down through the years. And of course, gold here in the inaugural mixed teams competition as well. He won that with Paige Pierce.
After winning the World Archery Outdoor Championship in 2021, Nico Vina repeated with another World Championship. He took the World Archery 3D Championship just recently, just this past month, in Italy.
So here we go. Third end of 4. Cousins and Vina for the gold medal. Target 25 meters away. And nice and flat too.
6 points.
Cousins gets the opening 6, and Vina's radar is just off Bernardo at the moment.
3-point lead for Mr. Cousins.
Second consecutive arrow for with Nico hitting high, and that first shot by Dave Cousins looked really good. Very nice flow, good direction. Second shot a little bit too stiff, but just missed the 6 ring. but still within the gold.
And a 5 for Mr. Wiener.
Not happy with his shot. Yeah, Nico's just got to relax and find his rhythm again, because Dave Cousins might be starting to feel a little too comfortable heading into the fourth end.
Six points.
Now Wiener gets that 6. It's just a second and 9 arrows, and for his high standards, he won't be happy with that.
So a 6, 5,
but
5.
Cousins
Dave
continues to give him a
6,
chance. So it
5,
looks
5
like
for Nico
even
Wiener.
Stevens on that.
Going into the final
And
target,
16
2-point lead for
each,
Dave Cousins of the
Bernardo.
United
It's a
States of
fascinating
America.
match because the scoring has not been as hot as we might have expected.
Yeah, I think it's the wind playing a factor here, but well, let's see. Dave Cousins' last arrow, it might have been a 4. From here, it looks to me that it's more likely a 5. But still, he is giving Nico opportunities, and we're going into the most challenging target, the one, you know, where everything can happen, as we've just seen with Mike Schlosser. So yeah, Nico is still very much into this match. Maybe
Scores
Dave
are
Cousins
confirmed.
still holds a
48 points on the
2-point
board for
lead.
Dave Cousins of the
I
United
don't know
States
whether
of
the
America.
scores I've got here are
46
final,
points on
but
the board for Nico
yeah,
Wiener of
Nico's
Austria.
just got to keep his head down and shoot preferably
Final
3
and
6s
arguably
in the,
most
in the
challenging
fourth
target of
and
the
final
field
end.
is next.
Well, and if he can do that, he'll be in the mix. Cousins, remember, only dropped a single point in his semi-final win, 71 from 72. Incredible scoring, but he's dropped a lot more in this one. 6 points he's dropped over the first 3 ends, and Wiener has dropped 8. So we would have expected the scoring to be better, but it all means nothing now with Wiener trying to get back from this 2-point deficit.
Not much of a breeze.
Yeah, and
Very
to
light
be fair,
covers, so
it
the
doesn't
sun's
really
not
matter
very
how well or
bright.
how bad you shoot in a match,
Does not get much
as long as
better
you shoot
than
better than your
this
opponent, you know.
final target.
So
That's
yeah,
it.
all
That's
to
it.
play for.
So here we go. It's the final end of the men's compound final. Gold medal match. Dave Cousins of the USA, Nico Wiener of Austria. Cousins leading by 2 points.
6 points for Mr. Cousins.
Cousins, brilliant first arrow.
5 points for Mr. Wiener.
And he extends that lead out by another point. It's going to be very tough now for Wiener, Bernardo.
Yeah, he was clearly not happy as soon as that shot came out. And oh, Dave Cousins is off to a perfect fourth end. And yeah, Nico's chances are just getting slimmer and slimmer.
Cousins bangs in a 6 here, even a 5, it's all over. 6 for Wiener, but keep your eye on that left target as Cousins goes for gold.
With a 5.
And he's done it. Dave Cousins can't be caught. He's 8 clear from Nico Wiener. And it's going to be his title. And all Cousins can do is wait now for this last arrow from Nico Wiener.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Cousins of the
There we
United
are.
States of America is the
Dave
champion
Cousins wins
of the world.
title. He can celebrate. He had an arrow to spare there, and look what it means to him.
Silver medalist Nico Wiener.
Cousins didn't shoot at his best, but it was still good enough, Bernardo, as you said. Doesn't matter how well you shoot, as long as you shoot better than your opponent.
Exactly. We can see that sigh of relief from Dave Cousins. I'm sure it means a lot for him to win yet another gold medal in front of his home crowd. Must be a very proud moment. We see him, you know, celebrating a lot. And well, Nico took too long to find his shot, and you can't afford to do that against such a high-level archer as Dave Cousins.
Well, he was his first world #1 back in 2001, 21 years ago. And here he is all of these years later, still showing us that he's the best. So a wonderful achievement and a wonderful win for Dave Cousins. And the confirmed final score is 65-62 to Dave Cousins. Another world title, another championship.
And for what it's worth, it's official now, 3-point victory for Dave Cousins.
Dave, I can see you are really emotional. This gold medal must mean word to you.
It's a really long path to get to the final in one of these. This is a process for us that started back in April with preparation for the team trials, and then all summer, you know, mentally thinking about it or physically working at this or from a technical aspect, and yeah, it's been a long journey. And the whole time, the only direction I can think about was going forward the whole time. So, yeah, I'm really emotional. I'm definitely very excited. I'm really proud to have a chance here at home to represent the United States of America and all my sponsors and manufacturers that I work with. And I want to thank everyone for their support. It's a really amazing feeling, and I'm sure if I wasn't so emotional, I could come up with something a little bit more articulate. But thank you very much.
It was a close match. So what was the key factor to deliver it?
The key factor for me, when I'm in a match, I have tunnel vision. I don't look to the side. I only look forward. I only focus on what I'm doing, and it's to shoot every arrow with a purpose and with a plan, and don't change that plan. So.
You waited a bit for another gold medal. If you can rank them, is this one a special one, especially that you waited such long for it?
This one is a very special one. My last World Championship individual win was in 2013 at the World 3D. And I went to the World 3D with one purpose in mind, to go win that tournament and be the only one that's ever won gold in all of them. And so now to come here and win at a World Field on home soil 24 years after my first World Field Championships, it does feel pretty good. To me, they all feel good. They're all fantastic accomplishments, and it's just the medal around your neck is great, but when you stand there on the podium and they play your song, there's no better feeling. So,
thank you very much, and once again, huge congratulations on winning the world title.
Thank you very much.
Dave Cousins, wow, great words again. Bernardo, all of these winners have just said some amazing things today.
Yes. You know, it's pure emotion, and even more so for the home archers, you know, shooting on home soil. And well, it touched me a lot to hear this from Dave Cousins. I can say this as many times as I can. He is a true legend, and yeah, wow, it's great for the sport to see him after such a long time, you know, still shooting on top level. Really great to see. Nico is a very talented and young archer, and he's got a bright future ahead of him. But yeah, well done for Dave Cousins. Great shooting, and yeah, it was a great tournament. Great, and I really enjoyed it.
Well, we still have the medal ceremony, the victory ceremony to come for the men's compound, so we'll have that for you in just a moment before we wrap it all up here from Yankton.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the compound men. Medals will be presented by local organizing committee president Bruce Call. Gifts will be presented by World Archery First Vice President Mario Scarcella. Bronze medal representing Sweden, Alexander Kohlberg.
Oh, great win here for Kohlberg. The world #1, Mike Schlosser. Great effort from the young Swede, only 22 years of age. He took down the world's best, arguably, at the moment. Thoroughly deserves the bronze medal. Another medal here for Sweden at these championships. So well done to Alexander Kohlberg.
Silver medal representing Austria, Nico Wiener.
Nico Wiener has stood on top of the podium in several events in the past, but he's not bringing his best to the shooting line today, but still fought hard right to the end against the gold medal winner. Still a very fine archer, and we're going to get lots more excellent archery out of him in his career. Nico Wiener.
Gold medal, world champion, representing the United States of America, Dave Cousins.
Cousins on top of the podium. Here we are. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. Please give us a warm round of applause for our athletes, ladies and gentlemen. And that concludes competition
for Dave Cousins,
2022
who has won numerous world championships across all kinds of formats of compound archery down through the years. He's grabbed 2 more here in the mixed teams competition, and now the individual 65 to 62 over Nico Wiener of Austria. And well done too to Alexander Kohlberg of Sweden to win the bronze medal. He's standing next to a legend. I'm sure he'll get kicked out of that. Well, that wraps it all up here from the World Archery Field Championships from Yankton 2022. Just final thoughts from a great job today, I've got to say, Bernardo Oliveira. Well done. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I had an amazing time. I'm a little bit sad it's over. And, well, it was great. Beautiful words from Dave Cousins in the end, and those tears on the podium. What a way to wrap this up. Well, thank you so much, everybody who joined us. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.
Good stuff, Bernardo. And might I say, good luck to you in your career in archery again. We'd love to see you back at the Olympics one day. And it'll be, I'm sure, a big thrill for not only you, your country, and your family too, to get back to the Olympics. And all the very best with your archery career.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's my goal. And I believe there are many good things to come, you know, in the near future. And yeah, great inspiration from Dave Cousins describing the hard preparation that led to this gold medal, and it serves as inspiration for me. And yeah, just thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Glenn. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, have a good time, have a good one, and see you next time.
Well, thank you very much, Bernardo. All the best to you. And thank you for watching, and the entire crew that's put this event on the last couple of days. We hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. For now, it's farewell from Yankton 2022.